Live. Oh my god, it's not October. I thought it was October. Fuck yes. We actually will finish this game before October. I thought it was October. Fuck yes. Fuck yeah. At everyone, it is time for the final Walking Dead stream. Enter. Alright, let's kick this shit up. Let's go. Walking Dead, final season. Episode 4, getting shit over with. And, best part is, it is not October. So that means we're not interrupting Spooky Month. We're not interrupting horror. I've always called it Horror Month, although basically any name for it would have been better than Horror Month. Horror Month is such a generic name. Horror Month is such a generic name that I could have thought it literally Spooky Game Month, Spooky Month, Spoopy Month, Scary Month, the Horroring. Was just thinking about, oh, how sweet. Oh, one thing I am going to do. So there's new chat highlight options. And I am... Hold up. Hold up. There's new chat highlight options. It's not great for you guys. It's okay, mate. And I'm fucking around with them a little bit, so that we're gonna be experimenting with that, I guess. I don't know if it just affects me. I don't know if it affects everyone. It doesn't affect the stream window on the side, but I don't know if it affects. I don't know if it affects people reading chat not on screen. So we might be experimenting with that. Anyway, episode 4, take us back. The final Walking Dead stream. How have you been tonight? You're doing a side quest in GTA 5. Oh, okay. Yeah, wow. Yeah, these... Okay. There we go. That probably looks better. Okay, you're doing a side quest in GTA 5, gotta go grab a bunch of papers and then kill a killer. Don't we all have to kill a killer at some point? Also, shout out to Kill la Kill, Trigger anime, very good. It's like my 12, 13 favorite anime of all time, possibly higher. I have not rewatched the top 20 in quite some time. If I'm being honest, there's a good chance Steins Gate probably not in the top 10 anymore. Just putting it out there.
She taught me to be careful, to be quiet, to be strong.
But it would be so daunting to go back through them all again.
Something bad. To make the bad people suffer. I always listen to Clem. Always. But I've been thinking more. I don't know if she's right every time.
Yes.
She told me to shoot her if she got bit.
She is right every time.
That doesn't feel right.
It shouldn't.
We're doing a lot of bad things. To save our friends. To protect our home. And when Clem told me to shoot Lily...
Yep.
I got mad. So mad. I don't know what I feel anymore.
I have 50 of these fucking things to get. 50 papers?
I remember all the rules.
I haven't played GTA since San Andreas. I remember...
Is never go alone.
I played Vice City the first time, and I liked it. But that was back when Vice City was the latest GTA game, right? And I didn't play it to completion. And then when San Andreas came out, I played San Andreas a bunch, and I loved San Andreas. And my love for San Andreas basically split into my love of Saints Row, because Saints Row as a series is more like San Andreas than it is... Like, people always talk about, like, Vice City's its own thing, and it is, to be fair. It has its own, like, sort of vibe to it. But so did San Andreas, and San Andreas is more in line with Saints Row than it is with, like, a GTA 4 or a GTA 5. Although, I'm not necessarily sure if I would... I don't know enough about GTA 4. It's possible every GTA has its own vibe to it. So, I don't want to, like, stick to that. But my love of San Andreas basically branched off into a Saints Row thing. I wanted to get the GTA trilogy, but it wasn't on sale anymore. I have it, actually. I have it in a little box set. For PS2. I actually do not own it on PC.
Hang on, I'm coming.
But anyway, yeah, I always enjoyed San Andreas, and then when I got the box set, I played GTA 3 first time ever. Wasn't really a fan of it. The gameplay aged very poorly. The story might have been okay, but boy, was the gameplay bad. Vice City wasn't really feeling it. Still liked San Andreas when I rebought it.
1, 2,
And then I played like 15 minutes of not Persona 4, 15 minutes of GTA 4, and I just wasn't feeling it, and whatever I've seen of 5, it doesn't really appeal to me. I think primarily why I went with the Saints Row route, is because Saints Row was kind of like what I liked from San Andreas. Like this sort of like because Saints Row is serious, but it's also like it has its serious moments, but it's just like batshit crazy fun.
Okay, we've got to jump. It's far. I know it's far, but it's the only way. You'll have to go
That's why I
first.
want the remasters to get the updated gameplay. Those remasters got slammed for like running like shit and looking like shit, though.
Come on, you can do this, AJ. Just run and jump. You got this. I got this. I got this. AJ, what do we do when we're scared? We push through it. We don't let it take over. No, we don't.
So I can't help but notice AJ did the voiceover for this. I wonder if Clem is gonna die in this. Honestly, I hope so. I think like wrapping it around to like AJ going on and like him shooting Clem, I think that would be the perfect ending for this. Now they've been patched hard. Oh, have they? I haven't been up on the situation.
There's nothing you can do. I'll find a way there. Now go!
One day I wouldn't mind doing like a sort of San Andreas thing. They still look kind of funky. That's because they basically threw the PS2 models into the GTA 5 engine. Oh no, I heard it was the mobile port. I think they used the mobile port. So, this is what winning looks like, but I just want to say, this is what winning looks like. We killed the fuck out of Lily's crew. They are dead. Even if all of the kids in the orphanage die, or the school die.
Got something.
Really?
Where do you think you're going?
Uh...
Just leave.
He's gonna kill him with a fucking arrow. Okay. So, game, what you need to understand was you didn't give me a prompt there.
Where do you think you're going? Wait, I'm just walking out of here. My people think you could just leave. Fuck you.
Good old The Walking Dead.
Where do you think you're going? Wait, I'm just walking out of here. My people think you could just leave. Fuck you.
Oh, it's his foot. Okay. Jesus Christ, game.
Where do you think you're going? Wait, I'm just walking out of here. My people think you could just leave. Fuck you.
In the dick, AJ! I love it.
Come on.
I can't trust that this isn't. Anyway, I actually thought this was the first day of October, but as it turns out, it's September, which is great news. Because what it means is we are going to finish this game before Horror Month begins. Yay, everyone! The Walking Dead, the final Ciozione. So, apparently Twitch is going to shit, and a lot of people are jumping ship to YouTube. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if anyone's been following all that nonsense. Fuck yeah! Talking fast doesn't equal rapping. The instrumental stocks and just
I'm really
vocals, the
sorry
way
about
they
your
sing, does not appeal to me.
But at least you're still alive.
You have no idea how happy I am to see you right now.
That is true, but like, what are you talking about? Talking fast doesn't equal rapping. The instrumental sucks and just vocals, the way they sing, just does not appeal to me. Was that meant to be posted somewhere else?
Are you okay?
Yeah, my ass is a little singed, but I'm good. Fuck. I can't believe that works.
Playing GTA 5 taught me what I don't like about modern rap. There's some good modern rap, to be clear.
What happened to Minnie?
I don't know. I lost track after the explosion.
Like, people look back nostalgically over, like, 90s rap, and realistically, what you're remembering is the good parts of 90s rap. Like, that's the part that outlived the era. Whenever you're in an era of music and you're like, things sounded better in my day, it's like, give it like 10 years and you're gonna be like, oh man, you remember all these good songs? Because you're not gonna remember all the shit you had to wade through. No one remembers the shit they had to wade through.
Stay cool. We knew this would happen. We just have to get off this beach. Look! They brought the cart around.
Ruby, Willie!
Come on! We're getting out of here! There's no end to these little shits! Put them down!
Oh, shit! Clem, do something!
You!
Maybe stop attacking, you dipshit! Well, we did it. We wiped out Lily's whole group. Mostly out of sheer fucking stupidity.
No! Get away from her!
Oh, there's Minnie. I'm gonna kill Minnie. Minnie's super on my death list.
What the hell is she doing? She's gonna get herself killed.
I'm okay with that. I refuse to help Minnie. Oh, okay, great. We did it. We killed Minnie.
Oh my god.
We've got to break for it, now! Everyone run for the cart.
The audio on this is a little fucked up. Like, the sound effects are super loud compared to, No, I can't do anything. The audio, yeah, the mixing on this episode is fucked up. If I recall correctly, this is the episode that was made by another studio, Skybound, I believe, because they bought out Telltale, right? Isn't that what happened or something? Because Telltale went bankrupt. This is like post-bankrupt Telltale. So my guess is that they fucked up the mixing. Because this is mixed like shit.
Second I see an opening,
The sound
I'll
effects are
make a
so
break for it.
fucking loud compared to the voice, and the voices are so fucking quiet. That's like rookie audio mistakes. That's like shit they did in the 90s. You don't tend to get that much anymore.
On the other side.
Damn right. AJ, go with them.
No, I'm staying with you.
Thanks, kiddo.
Okay. Let's do it. Shoot the walkers. Absolutely lethal efficiency. No, I'm not gonna help Minnie. Yeah, she's dead. We already know it. Fuck you.
Clementine!
A grenade?
Shit!
Eat a dick, dumb bitch! Your knife is missing. I don't like that. But that would make sense, because we left it in the hallway, didn't we? You cannot fight the herd. That would be... Unarmed? Really?
Go!
Dunzo! You know who helped me be helpful here? Jesus. Oh my god, yeah. If Jesus came in right now, I would just come on myself right now. Yes, 10! Nice job, my boy! And that's my knife! That's Clementine's signature weapon in Season 4, because Mr. Blasty has been absent the entire time. She threw Mr. Blasty away because only weaklings use guns. Oh, hi, James.
We have to move.
Agreed.
We'll have to squeeze through there.
We don't know where it goes.
Well, we do know there's walkers in the other direction.
But
Move it, dummy!
I don't know if walking into cave is actually a smart
I saw
idea.
his eyes when he did it. I saw the bloodlust in them.
What are you talking about?
James. Timing.
Go.
Guns are too quick. Yes. Indeed.
We're safe, but not for long. Damn it. It's so dark in here.
We can't move forward without a way to see.
I'll figure something out.
I'm gonna be honest, the fact that you could probably, if this is what she can see, it's okay. But if what she can hear is just running water in pitch blackness, it would be fucking suicide to keep going.
Might look nice in our room. Just have to get home first.
I could not think of anything more likely to get you killed than running water in a fucking pitch black cave.
If they get in here, I'm going to have to kill them. I don't want to do that.
You don't have to do it, I'll do it.
Clem, did you see Minnie out there?
Yeah, she
I
dead.
didn't see her anywhere.
I saw her on the beach. She was bitten, 10.
Like, many
Go to
times.
the next place with Sophie. They can be together. That's good.
Okay. That's a way to look at it. Yeah, sure.
It's so dark in here.
I'm working on it.
It doesn't feel safe. There's too much danger outside. I wish I had a gun.
We all wish we had a gun.
Be out of here soon.
You know what would be interesting is a sort of like Walking Dead story, but like there's no zombies.
Another one. Gotta get home before AJ can play with it. I need some way to start a fire.
Crystal? Is it flint? Did we luck ourselves into a fucking flint cave
Something to
with a
wrap the
dead
body
body?
before I burn it. Okay. All right. Hey, good. Look, there's another
Well, this
tunnel
is
over
just
there.
the most convenient
Some
cave
frogs.
ever. We have sticks,
just gotta
we have a
find
bonfire,
something
we
to
have
help us
cloth, we have flint just lying around.
Walkers are getting closer.
Don't worry. We'll be home before you know it.
This is the most dangerous fucking thing imaginable.
Rocks are too small to walk across. But they might stop something flowing downriver.
Okay. Alright, so the plan isn't to jump across the
Far for us
rocks.
to jump across. There must be something we can use as a bridge.
Okay, well then this is less of a stupid plan than I thought. I thought you were going to jump across the rock. I was like, you're going to jump across the
Leave
rocks?
that out of there. It would drift down the river and get caught in the rocks. Could work as a bridge.
Yeah, if you can knock over a fucking tree, Clem. My apologies. I forgot people in the Walking Dead universe have
Just need to
super
go
strength.
across
That
one
was
by
my
one,
bad.
And then we'll move the rocks out of the way. And then I'll take...
No! 10! Well, now we have burning zombies.
Clementine!
The red clone isn't arguing for Leon yet. Yeah, I guess give it time. James, whatever you're on right now, knock it off. Sometimes AJ and 10 years suplexes zombies. Yes! No, it's like a progressive level up of power. Like, Clem is slightly better than Lee, so AJ has to be, like, better than Clem. He just walks up and goes, "Pop!" and their fucking brains pop out of the back of their head. It'd be great. I love it. Well, we're now lost in a fucking cave with a torch that will eventually burn out. What could possibly go wrong? Honestly, we were probably safer with the Horde.
Alright, which way do we go? 10, do you see a light down any of these tunnels?
What's up, James?
You brought this on yourself,
Whoa!
but it's not too late.
Let go!
What the fuck?
At least.
Okay.
Follow us after that. I break your leg.
Okay, you're gonna die now.
I won't let you make him a monster. Not any further.
Clem!
Shh. You're coming with me.
If you want to live, let him go. Don't test me.
Violence again. Unsurprising.
You just threatened to break my leg, you fucking hypocrite!
I leave her.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you. What the fuck do you think you were doing?
You did this.
James about to get hit with the blick.
You made him this way. You
Yeah.
empty an entire clip into that woman's head.
It was only half a clip.
Is this what you wanted?
Yes.
A boy who only sees an answer at the end of a barrel. Look at me. And tell me this is what you wanted.
You didn't see what
Also,
she did
welcome,
to her.
Damon.
Easy to
How are you
judge
doing
when you
tonight?
Don't have the facts.
I'm not the only one handing out judgment. Only his is fueled by rage, Clementine. Rage he's carried for a long time. Too long.
Fuck that bitch after all she done. Yes, agreed.
I liked it.
You'll die. James, I'm not joking. You will die. You're doing pretty good? That's good to hear. Well, welcome to the stream. Yo, Max here. What's up? How you doing tonight? How am I doing? You know, actually surprisingly well. Thanks for
Made
asking.
me feel strong. I don't care if it was murder. I don't care if it was anything. It felt good. Best feeling I've had in a long time. Maybe ever.
Doing
Why are
okay.
you
It's good to hear.
looking at me that way?
AJ, listen to me. The things Clementine has been telling you, she's wrong. What you're becoming is wrong.
Why are you even letting them talk about me like that? Neither of you are listening. Anyone that wants to hurt us should be dead.
Agreed.
I'm not sorry about it, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it.
You shouldn't. Team AJ.
AJ.
You know you told me to be like this.
I did, and I'm not
You
regretting
said
it.
surviving was the most important thing.
Yup.
Be strong.
Yeah.
Be brave. Never hesitate to kill people that want to hurt us.
Yes! Fuck yeah! That is what I taught you!
Killing Lily made us safe.
Yes!
There's nothing wrong with liking that.
Agreed. We need to keep saying that stuff, save that beautiful fro. If AJ did kill Lily, she
Change
kills
it. Do
James.
it then. Talk to him.
I don't... No, I'm satisfied with this. I don't think you get it. I'm fine. Good job, AJ. Clem learned from the best, and now so is
I'm
AJ.
not gonna stop Clem. I'm not gonna let people that want to hurt us just walk around. You can't tell me to stop and expect me to get it. You can't tell me to stop when you know it just confuses me.
Yeah, the Marlin one was a
AJ,
problem.
listen to me. The world is
No.
hard, and that you had to grow up in it without knowing any other.
I know all about the other.
Clementine.
Fuck off, James.
I don't know if I should have said I liked it. Maybe I don't know the right words for what I felt.
The only bad one was... Yeah, the Marlin one was the only one where I'm like, yo, AJ, what the fuck, man?
You wanted me to kill her.
Yeah? No?
Glad I did.
I am. Good job, AJ.
It's complicated.
Is it?
Because? Because why?
You know I am, AJ. Lily was a monster.
And we kill monsters.
But the point is, we can be glad they're gone, but not enjoy the act of removing them.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
So, we can do good things.
I love how James walked up after he said, fuck you, Jay. He can
You
hear
happy
me.
about it?
You weren't happy firing that gun. You were angry. Angrier than I've ever seen.
To be fair, it's kind of implied that Lily's the worst monster he could remember. Like, he doesn't remember whatever happened at the ranch, right?
You can't talk like this about killing anyone. Even Lily.
I've heard enough. It's obvious you can't teach him.
James, you are about to fucking die. You can walk away or die now. Die now.
Get the fuck
Okay.
away from him!
You were good while you lasted, James.
Listening.
I love how Clem can outpower a grown-ass man, but the second this fucking whiny-ass teenage boy walks up, suddenly she
Just
loses
don't
all of her
understand who
superpowers.
we are.
Clem, knife.
I understand you. I've seen your kind. The world is full of you. I've been you. All
You were
do is
worse
fight.
than us. What the fuck are you talking about?
He could live a peaceful life, but
You slit a kid's throat because he said he was scared.
It might seem hard to believe, AJ. I know it does, but listen to me. No one has to die die anymore. Not humans, not walkers.
James, this philosophy of yours?
This philosophy is what has kept me human. It's what will keep any of us human.
It takes more than words. You can't just talk people into being peaceful. You think I don't want a life like that for AJ, for myself?
Yo, Degla, what's going on tonight?
God, I'd love to live in a world where I didn't have to worry about killing or dying. But that's just not how things fucking work. Not yet. And what you're doing now isn't going to change that.
Maybe.
Lily got 360 nose clubs. Clem should have went and got the camera. Let's see. Leatherface looking motherfucker. You
What
still
is
playing this? Yes, but this is the final stream of it. And then we get to start horror month.
He doesn't get it. Not like we do. Not like I do. Let me help you, Clem. Trust me to tell which people are bad. And that I won't ever use my gun because I like it. But only to keep our friends safe. Please. You can trust me to decide when it's right.
Okay.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
You're growing up too fast, AJ, and that scares me.
The night will be over for a sec.
But
Indeed.
you've seen things and done things no one your age should have to
Let's see,
do.
jumps into giraffe blowjob. In that case, never mind. Yes, giraffe blowjob is next.
You've earned my trust. If you say
shadow
you
on the wall,
won't
has
ever
he
enjoy
dying?
killing, I believe you.
What's wrong? Oh, it's just kind of moving around.
I
Yeah.
won't. I promise.
Kind of having a seizure in the background. Meanwhile, 10 has been here the whole time.
Yeah, that's the way out.
I forgot that he was there. He didn't do anything. I'm surprised James is still here. I thought he would have fucked off. Oh, James also has a knife. James has 2 knives. Oh no, this is bad. James has more knives than me.
Make sure you won't be followed.
Really? Okay. Fuck. Alright.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Okay. James, you're off the list, buddy. If you live, I guess. I guess if you live, you're off the list. I guess you can come off the list now. That was Act 1? Holy shit, we are flying. Well, this stream isn't going to take very long. 10 has just been chilling. I love how 10 did nothing that whole time. Yeah, 10 could have helped. He just fucking stood there the whole time. He was like, you know, if AJ gets kidnapped, I know AJ is like my best friend now, but if he gets kidnapped, I guess Clem becomes my mom. I'll become the new AJ. Hell yeah, convenient torch extinguishing. He didn't put his mask back on, just lured the zombies away. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Coast is clear.
James is doing a knife only run.
If the shore is that way, then the school is probably
You know,
that way.
theoretically, having 2 knives does not benefit. Like, having them both out at the same time would not benefit you more than just having, like, 2. Like, having 2 knives is great and all, but dual wielding knives is not more practical in that situation than just having 1 knife. Like, having the second knife is great if you lose your first knife, then you pull out your second knife. That's great. I'm okay with the concept of owning 2 knives. Dual wielding them does not end any special versatility.
Violin and I voted for your stake. Asim was the 3rd vote.
Wait, that means Omar voted us out? And Ruby?
Yeah.
Clem is the best option with the bow and arrow.
What made you think of that?
A sim said you knew how to survive. He could just tell the school would be safer.
I
with
was
you
like to
there.
sim.
I voted for you because I liked you. But his reason,
You
It
think
was
knives are just as bad there as they are in classic Resident
just-
Evil?
I just thought you
Knives
should know.
are way better in this than in
We were
Resident Evil.
safer.
Clem has the best option. Yeah, bow and arrow.
We were more scared than we let on when you met us.
That's really nice of you to say, Ten. Thank you.
That's okay.
You
Now
have
that we're in
bad
danger
taste in
and going
people,
back home,
realistically.
it just made me think of it.
I love
Minnie,
If Martin was
Clem,
in charge, we'd be taken away
AJ.
or dead. Instead, we fought back because you showed us how. We weren't safe with Marlon, even in his safe zone. We were just hiding.
And now, we killed an entire boat full of people. Oh, hey, it's Violet. Fuck yeah.
Violet! You made it. You're all alive.
Yeah, but James probably isn't.
Did everyone else escape?
Yeah, they're okay. They took the cart and headed back to the school.
Well, then this turned out great.
We're safe.
Realistically, all we lost was a
All we
finger
gotta
from
do
this.
now is find our way home.
And possibly James.
Any idea which way that is?
I, for one, consider this a total
I know
win.
a bridge near here. If we cross it,
This
we
is
won't be
an
too far from the school.
overwhelming victory. Welcome, Headshot. How are you doing tonight? Wow, we have a full house tonight. Everyone wanted to stop by for the finale. Violet, best character besides Clem? If we're talking about this season, I don't know. I do really like AJ. I would go I would go AJ or Violet though, for sure. Now, across all seasons, it's Jesus. It's so easily Jesus. Jesus is the greatest character ever. I wish I was playing as Jesus, frankly. We'll get you patched up, girl.
How's your hand feeling?
It'll be fine once it scabs over.
The worst is when it itches. It feels like your finger's still there, and it itches, but there's nothing to scratch.
Still pissed at being stung by a wasp yesterday. A fun fact, I've never been stuck by a wasp.
At least I can still flip people off. Silver lining, I guess.
What's on for Horror Month? Horror Month is...
Well,
we're being a little
for you
dicey,
guys,
but I
yeah.
think I can reveal the game
I
list
thought
now.
you might be
Um,
gone for good.
the original...
Oh. Shit.
The original list was a little bit of a puzzle, which was
trying to figure
Giraffe
out
Blowjob, 051, FromSoft
And I
game, and A
realized
Souls
how goddamn
game.
stupid
But
I was
the official listing
about
is
Minnie.
Resident Evil
The
6.
whole fucking
We're
so
looking into
upset.
Fatal
And
Frame
so
4
we
Mask of the
understood
Lunar
everything
Eclipse.
and
That
tried
one
to
might
kill
be a little hard. We might have to substitute
Marlon,
that out.
Brody, Lewis, even you and AJ. I tried my damnedest not to care about either of you.
I know where you're coming from.
Um,
After losing so many people, sometimes it's easier
we're
to
gonna
keep
go with
everyone at arm's
Kuon.
length.
And we're
I
gonna finish
wonder
off with
why
Tormented
it's so hard to
Souls.
stay alive. I don't wonder anymore.
Do not recommend it. It kind of hurts initially. You know what?
Jesus.
I will take your
Everything's so
recommendation into
different.
consideration the next time I see a
Me,
wasp.
Us, the school. I remember how Marlon described it.
Wasp stung you in your
Dramatic
mouth. Oh
sound.
god, that sounds awful.
It's not the way any of us pictured it.
How did you picture it?
I guess I couldn't. I just listened to what Marlon said. How it would be a home. A
Alright,
real
6
one,
is
but I
so
couldn't wrap my
long.
head around it.
That's fine. I think they're all very long.
My family lived in a
We'll
trailer.
consider it me putting off Mega Man. If it bleeds out of October.
What about you? Where'd you live?
Instant full heal button, all the...
I lived in a house. with my
Totally
mom and
breaks the
dad.
game. That sounds
Fence
awesome.
around it, big backyard.
What was your favorite part of the house?
I treehouse in the backyard. I used to take my walkie-talkie up there and play for hours. I'd pretend it was a ship and I was the pirate captain, or it was an igloo and I was a hunter. Or a castle and I was a princess.
Really? Like with frilly dresses and a tiara?
Yeah, but also a sword. A warrior princess.
That's Clem.
Obviously.
And that treehouse kept me alive when all this started.
Didn't see it until it stabbed me and landed on a pane of glass a foot away. Was talking to my phone and suddenly swearing. Pain. Arm exits a t-shirt sleeve. Lots of furious
Erickson
cursing.
can still be the home Marlon promised. As soon as we get back, we'll start rebuilding.
We are going to turn it into a
It'll be a lot of
fucking
work, but-
fortress.
You're right.
Yo, Bone! Holy shit, tonight is popping. Welcome to the finale. How are you doing?
Hell, we could even put in a treehouse.
We've already got a bell tower.
Okay, we'll build a bell tower house.
Perfect.
Favorite scene this season is the flashback with Lee on the train.
After all that's happened, it's
Ooh.
still hard to imagine.
I'm not sure I'm willing to commit
mean,
to a favorite
we fought
scene
for it.
this season yet.
Defended it. It should feel more like home than ever, but it doesn't. You know what the problem is? That stupid fucking name, Erickson.
You want to rename it?
Yeah.
I remember there was one
Fuck
scene
that
that was
guy.
really good before. I forget what it was, though.
We should name it something cool. Threatening, but not like scary. Something that makes assholes go, I should stay away. But not like Blood Murder Knife House.
See, I would have went with Blood
That's your
Murder Knife
idea.
House, frankly.
Texas.
Clement start.
We're
I put a
calling it
bug in his
Texas.
bed.
Can't
Clem
just
now. I
name
shot that
it
fucker.
Texas.
Fine. Texas too.
It's Friday. I got your goat beer and cupcake wine.
You
It's
will,
going
Tim.
good. What is
No.
goat beer?
We can start as soon as we get back.
To be clear, Coruscant admitted for
Let's
me,
get
the
home
wasp
to
just chilled on the
Texas.
pane of glass though it achieved a great feat rather than just finishing being an asshole. You know what? I'm glad you cleared that up. I wasn't sure, and to be honest, I just didn't want to seem stupid by asking. So I am glad that's been clarified. Thank you. New recommendation, Big Papa's Playhouse. Honestly, I think you've nailed it. Because if we want a place that sounds vaguely friendly but also vaguely threatening, I wouldn't want to go to Big Papa's Playhouse. The dead body land.
Okay, just take your time and keep moving forward.
Yo, thanks for the follow, Damon. Honestly, this bridge doesn't look that rickety. It can hold a fucking whole-ass truck on it. This is like the sturdiest bridge I think we've been on in the entire series. Like I would want to go there, but also not. It definitely has one of those, like, vaguely intimidating names. It's honestly kind of perfect. It's better than Texas 2. Oh, there is a hole in it. Honestly, though, look, there's a support beam right there, so I think only the part protruding from the wood would be dangerous. How the hell did that happen?
That's far.
This is, like, the #1 issue with the Walking Dead universe, is you come up to, like, specific instances of damage to the surrounding area, and you're just like, okay, now realistically, what happened there? Like the helicopter that collapsed into the pharmacy in, like, Season 1? What? This bridge looks sturdy. Bridge explodes 2 minutes later. I want to see who Big Papa is. Florida 2 sounds more threatening. Nebraska 2. This fucking bitch is still alive.
I found you. Oh, Ted. My sweet little brother. Come with me.
You're dying.
She don't look too good.
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm finally going someplace better. I want you there with me.
Oh my god.
Where everyone gets to be a person again.
We're gonna
Ten?
be Mom and Dad and Sophie. 10, snap out of it. She wants to kill you.
Jesus,
I
dude!
know, but
What the fuck?
Don't you fucking speak to him, any of you.
She still has a gun? How many guns does this bitch have?
Please? Please, Minnie, stop. He needs to be with his family. Don't do this. Don't worry, 10. She can try to stop me. But I am not going anywhere without
Gun very easily wins against bow.
It'll be over soon.
10, you dumb motherfucker.
Get down!
Yes! AJ on the fucking win!
I'll help the boys across the gap. Watch out for the walkers.
Alright, died. Hold on.
Down!
That's okay.
I'll help the boys across the gap. Watch out for the walkers.
Fuck! You're the one getting no-scoped. Part of it is this controls like absolute ass.
I'll help the boys across the gap. Watch out for the walkers.
Fuck! Did the series ever control well? Yes, in Season 3.
Down! I'll help the boys across the gap. Watch out for the walkers.
I don't want this scene to end unless I shoot her. I don't know if I can shoot her, but if I can, I'm gonna do it. Nope. No, I think if you shoot her... Where even is she? Yeah, no, she automatically blocks you, I think.
I got AJ across, but 10 won't budge. I have to stop her.
Yeah, okay. Now I can probably do it. Oh. Not the... Okay, that was actually impossible.
You're not his family.
Bitch, you out of bullets now!
Something in my way.
Okay, come on! Alright, that was just stupid.
I'm taking 10 home. I'm not.
Ian, I will be convinced when she's dead.
Get across. I'll get 10.
This ain't exactly RE2 remake in terms of control. No, God, no. What would happen if Clem actually got shot? Would Violet take care of the kids? Yeah, Violet would be the default leader, I think. How many bullets does she have in a mag of that gun? She ain't reloaded. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading chat. Should be, what, 12 bullets would make it? Oh, God, I have to do this again. Look, Telltale are kind of shitty game developers, but my God, you can tell that because this isn't even up to their level of quality.
Minnie!
Terminator can't shoot point blank, apparently. AJ!
Move your fucking ass now!
AJ, I trust you.
Let him go! You'll die if you don't!
He's gonna do it. Is he gonna do it?
Violet, please jump!
I love it. I love it. That was the Yo, okay, hold on. Hold on. Can we talk about that? Back in Season 2, Sarita was being attacked by zombies. And Kenny was gonna get himself killed because she was getting fucking mauled. And if you remember, we made the same decision to axe her in the fucking face so Kenny would move on. AJ just made the same choice so to save someone by killing one of the allies who is almost certainly gonna die. Fucking great. Yes. Speaking of double stack, mags would be around 18 bullets, so it depends on the gun model. The real question is, why did they let Minerva live this long to begin with?
Oh my God, no! That's right. Come with me. No! What the fuck? How could you do that?
I had to! You wouldn't ever see Texas 2 if I didn't. I did it for you.
For me. I can't. 10 is gone! That soft little boy who liked to draw, he's gone because of you!
AJ saved your life, Vi. You'd be dead if he hadn't taken that shot.
You think that's okay? Just gunning down one of our own.
I didn't want to shoot him. He was my first real friend. But he was messing up again, just like when he got Mitch killed. So I had to decide. Clem said I could, so I did. Goodbye, Dad.
He's right. He's right. No, he was right.
We gotta move.
I understand why she's upset, but she's right to be upset, just like Kenny was right to be upset when I put a fucking axe through Sarita. But he is 100% correct. Clem is better never tell her. Oh, God! Let me tell you about the reason I straight up murdered a man. I didn't even have a reason for that one.
Run! Meet us back at the school. But we'll make it. Go.
At least 10 got a bullet and not an axe. Yeah? Yeah, but 10 got a bullet to the throat, whereas Sarita got an axe directly to her brain. So she probably died way faster. Oh no, but she lost her arm first. It's a mix-up.
Clem! I got you.
Oh, column A, column B. 10 probably passed out from blood loss pretty quickly, so Sarita might have gotten it worse, because she had to live without the arm I cut off. I love how Clem just took the bitch's axe. Well, yeah. What I also appreciate about that, and, well, Clem's dead, is that the axe was, like, Lee's signature weapon. So it wraps back around. There's actually some deep... I love how the gameplay and the mixing have gotten way worse, but the writing has gotten better after Telltale left.
Clem. Your leg.
Yep. Speaking of wrap it around, looks like Clem's going the way of Lee. You know what? I love it. Perfect. That's the ending I would have wanted. I'd rather have a better story, yeah. Yeah, that is not good. Honestly, without modern medicine, she might have lost that leg anyway.
I got bit. Come on. We can't stay here. Keep moving forward.
In the end, Lily was kind of right. It was the kids at the school that got her killed. I mean, she said, like, AJ, but she implied that, like, all of them would. And she was kind of right.
Forward.
Forward.
Clem should have learned in a freezer from season 2. Groups suck. Absolutely. A large part of it was, like, kind of like indirectly AJ getting her killed, though, because they mostly stayed because of AJ wanting a group. Clem's leg must have tasted pretty good. That zombie didn't want to let go. Nothing good in these games comes from large groups, well, except for Season 3. Season 3, well, no, because the central problem of Season 3 was large group.
Stop thinking about it, AJ. There's nothing we can do.
There's gotta be something.
We have to focus on getting back.
The bites triggering, like, turning people into zombies does not make sense in this universe, where any form of death creates a zombie.
Keep moving
Like, if the
forward.
act of dying is what turns you into a zombie, it doesn't make any sense that the bite also turns you into a zombie. There's a little bit of an inconsistency in, like, the rules of the universe, but
James's ball.
I think that's, Kirkland problem? What's his name? Yeah, Kirkland, right? That's more of an issue, I think, with the like, premise of the story than anything. Small group are good is the moral of Season 3. Yeah. Well, so there is one functional society that was good until New Frontier showed up. Like, we have seen, and honestly, New Frontier was also functioning. Like, they were raiders, but they functioned. It wasn't until they, like, overextended themselves that they, like, fell apart. So, realistically, the more, because New Frontier fell apart because the leaders went full-on evil.
Run!
What was it, like Rockingham? Was what it was called? Like the Frontier, the Season 3 one. That, like, the blonde guy led with the medic girl. That one. I don't remember what it was called off the top of my head. But that place functioned great. So it's not like large groups can't work, but you need to basically get a group of people who don't go completely fucking evil. And then they need to create what is basically a fortress. Y'all think if we had a zombie apocalypse, they would somehow find a clue? I don't think we would have a zombie apocalypse. I think the concept of a zombie apocalypse is fundamentally improbable. I think a real zombie apocalypse wouldn't be apocalypse. It would be like your mirror movies, just a single day. No, yeah, for sure. I mean, it depends where you are. I can't press it fast enough to even make a blip here. Oh, because AJ's helping. Nice. Yeah, a zombie apocalypse wouldn't happen. It depends, probably. Like, you can get it depends what the origin country is, I guess. But, like, any country with a functioning military, it's hard to believe. I like how the game has subtly switched to me taking over as AJ. Someone on the team knew what they were doing. I like to imagine exactly one person on the team knew what they were doing. I like to think that all the other problems were caused by everyone else on the team, and like one person was like, hold up, what if we do this? What if there was a sickness that spread like that? It would depend. The transmission of the zombies is the transmission and location of where the apocalypse starts matters. It would be nearly impossible to get one off the ground in like an America or a Sweden or like a Russia or a China. There's simply too the military intervention would be too powerful and too swift, and so would the civilian intervention. But in like I don't know, I'm gonna say the Congo. You might be able to get an African, the Congo's not great, right? You might be able to get a zombie apocalypse off in the Congo. Like, third world countries could have a zombie apocalypse, maybe. Like, rural areas, but, like... Then the issue is, like, where did the virus come from? Like, the zombies come from if it's coming from, like, a rural area. Like, Dead Island. Yeah, no, Dead Island is perfect, actually. Because Dead Island, it takes place in, New Guinea? Oh, and then it swaps back to Clementine to show she's still got a little bit left in her to save AJ. Well, also another good part about Dead Island is that the that the zombies were caused by a brain prion, which actually exists in real life in that one. It's one of, like, 2 zombie apocalypses that are real. Or, yeah, like 3 zombie apocalypses. I recently played Dying Light, and in Dying Light, the zombies are basically a form of, like... It's implied to be a sort of, like, bioweapon rabies form. And rabies is real, so like a genetically modified rabies isn't that crazy. And Dead Island, it's a brain prion, which is also real. Like an actual, like the Kuru virus is real, so. And in Last of Us, it's cordyceps, which are also real. They don't affect like humans, but obviously zombie viruses aren't real, so the implication is that, like, whatever would cause it would have to be an advanced form of something that is also existing. The larger African cities would probably be fine, like South Africa. South Africa would be fine. South Africa is actually more developed than people think it is. That's why I went with, like, a real shithole, like the Congo. The Last of Us is a disease is real, but it only affects bugs. Well, yeah, that's true. Well, also, rabies doesn't turn you into, like, horrible murder monsters, and the Kuru virus is only spread by specifically eating brains, so Deadeye, like... there's liberties taken with all of them. The idea is that, like, whatever causes the virus in real life, like, mutates or is modified or something, and that's where, like, the plausibility comes in from like, Dead Island, Dying Light, and Last of Us. Thought Dying Light 2 barely play past the intro. I bought it cosplay with my buddy, and it still ain't out yet. I played Dying Light 1, and I was not a fan. Assuming the podcast never gets canceled, I will do an actual, like, review of it later. But yeah, I didn't like almost anything about it. Good fucking job, AJ! Again, I'm gonna suck off Resident Evil, but it's a bioweapon. The number one issue with Resident Evil's bioweapon, and bioweapon might... The issue with Resident Evil's bioweapon is that the viruses in Resident Evil are fucking horrible and useless. And Umbrella is a pharmaceutical company that would have made more money using their zombie technology to fucking just cure people's injuries. Like, it's more valuable as a medicine than a weapon. That's the number one problem with Resident Evil.
We could climb up
The
there.
Kuru is spread by touching an infected human brain, unless I'm thinking of another disease. It is caused by the consumption of a human brain.
Please. Try.
But not any human brain. A human brain specifically infected with the Kuru prion, which is limited to Papua New Guinea.
Can't give
So
up.
Dead Island
Can't
takes
give
some
up.
liberties, basically.
I need you. I need you.
You don't need me. Not anymore. Look what you did.
But yeah, any really developed nation would have too swift of a military response. And in places like Sweden or America where everyone owns guns,
My little goofball.
they'd get fucking rinsed. Like, most people, if you ask most
You'll
people,
always be goofball to me.
if you ask most people, they think they could probably finish one slow zombie.
at me.
And the truth is, a good amount of people probably could. I mean, they're slow, they might be a little more durable, but if it came down to it, you probably know how to deal with a zombie. You hit it in the head, right? At this point in, like, modern civilization, you could probably take out a zombie, for sure. Maybe 3 or 4 is,
How did I get
like,
so
the issue with zombies is, like, when you get to, like, 100 of them. But the problem with that is, in order to get to 100 zombies, you at first had to have 1 zombie. The issue is that zombies, and the number, this is like a classic anti-zombie argument, but, like,
Not right now.
still technically touching it.
Please.
Hey, there's always time to be silly.
Not this time.
Always means always.
You're not wrong. Eating is touching, I guess.
I need to make sure you
If we're talking about sprinting zombies, it would be way more of a fight, but if they're
Number
slow, we'd have no problem. Absolutely not, yeah.
What's number 1?
Never go alone. So I can't leave. Not without you.
AJ,
It's your rule.
you won't be alone. Not for long. Get back to the school.
I don't know how.
But yeah, like,
Sure you
when
do.
you look at, like, predation
One
in
of the
animals,
worst things I ever
a zombie has to compete with its number one food source, because its number one food source is also its number one thing most likely to kill it.
Grab that axe.
What if we had Left 4 Dead style zombies? Because if I run into oh yeah, no.
There's a fresh, juicy walker just waiting to be gutted. You can use that axe to open it up. Cover yourself in walker guts.
I know how to do it, Clem.
I know you do.
He made Dawn the Dead after Mall open up, and he thought people at the mall were like zombies. Yeah, no, like, like, the Resident Evil zombies would be a problem. Left 4 Dead zombies would be a problem. Like special infected, but the existence of special infected betrays the simple fact that zombies aren't scary.
What do we do when the monsters come?
Clem,
AJ.
shoot them in the head.
Got any more ammo?
There isn't any more.
Okay then. Fuck. And the last rule.
I want to stay with you,
The last rule was check
know
for
what'll
exits, for the record.
and I don't care. I don't want to go. I just want to sit next to you and stay,
No.
like that monster couple from the train station. Even if someone kills us later, we'll just sit for a really long time. Please. Let me stay.
Oh, sorry, kid. But no. I have a job for you. I need you to get back to your room. I need you to sleep in your bed and have friends and grow tall. Taller than I ever was, I hope.
I'm gonna go, if Left 4 Dead zombies happen, because there's a museum in Colorado that has live
Job
gun
now.
tanks and ammo with live tank rounds.
Okay, Clem. That's my job.
AJ's situation is like 1,000 times worse than Clem's was.
What do we do if I get bit? Are you gonna make me say it? Fine. AJ, you have to kill me. Don't let me become one of them. Be a good boy. Kill me.
No.
It's the hardest kill you'll ever have to do. This might be my favorite episode, honestly, and like possibly the whole season, like the whole series. It controls like absolute fucking trash, though, and it's mixed like hell. But I am really loving the way the climaxes are coming together. The little bits of like symbolism sprinkled about. It's very good, actually. It's gonna be over there, like, come on, pump with your arms and with your legs. Ugh. That... Is this hell?
AJ.
Yeah, we
I'm
have the
coming.
hat, so this must be hell. Riding a fucking horse? We are in hell. Look at that, it's a horse. Ooh. Fort McCarroll.
No.
Oh, is this back during New Frontier? Oh yeah, that's Mr. Blasty! We got Mr. Blasty! Oh shit, yo, if this is Clem's farm massacre, that's fucking bonkers.
I'm looking for a boy. He's about 3 years old.
Holy shit, this was Clem's farm massacre? She blew up a building! This is fucking crazy.
Please. Please. Please kill me.
Where are the children?
It hurts. Oh my god, it hurts so bad.
Where are the children?
Kill me. Kill.
If we don't kill them, they'll turn on zombies on the way back, and that's really gonna fuck us over. Or they could scream, and then we could draw in zombies. Either scenario is bad for us.
Take some of that shit. Another one? Fuck you. You stupid asshole.
I'm not messing around.
Is
Tell me
that-
where the kids are?
Wait a minute. Hold up. What was his name? Vince? Nate. No. Eddie. Nate. What the fuck was his name? No, not Vince. What was his name? Yeah, Eddie. Yeah, his name is Eddie. Yeah, this is fucking Eddie. This is Eddie from, like, Wyatt's story in 400 Days. Wow, she really did kill the entire 400 Days cast. Murder Machine Studio, so glad to see how Murder Machine turned out. I mean, Lee would be happy to see how Cliff turned out.
Alright. That way. There's a nursery. But I'm not letting one of you savages take a kid!
Alright, I got fucked over by the keyboard prompt switch.
Please. Please kill me.
Where are the children?
It hurts. Oh my god, it hurts so bad. Kill me.
Yeah, you know, I have to say, when I pictured Clem's ranch attack, it didn't look like this in my brain.
Take some of that shit.
Although it's implied that there are other attackers. So I don't think she did it all by herself.
You stupid asshole.
I'm not messing around. Tell me where the kids are.
Alright. That way. There's a nursery. But I'm not letting one of you savages take a kid!
Eat a dick, Eddie. Good to see you survived. You know, Eddie weirdly survived longer than any of the 400 Days cast. Good for you, Eddie. Honestly, I had to kick that guy, just to see. Ooh, back up. Also, yes, this specific episode confirms that Clem has easily the highest kill count of anyone in the Walking Dead games.
Sorry. So sorry. Don't worry. We're leaving soon. No! No! Oh, let me... AJ.
It's fine, AJ's used to being locked in cold, dark places. You have gun. I'm almost surprised that killed her. Excuse me.
AJ. It's me, Clem.
This actually makes Clem look way worse. She blew up a nursery to get a kid that looks like he was being pretty well taken care of. Clem really might be the worst person in the Walking Dead games.
Let's get you out of here, okay?
I know how I said, like, James slit that guy's throat for no reason, but no, I think it beats it. Wow, Clem. You were briefly not the worst for, like, 2 episodes before we found out, no, you were always the worst. How much convincing do you think it took her to get AJ on her side? I feel like part of it is that AJ's more, at this point, I think AJ might just be more afraid of her than anything. You know she's gonna have to back a car over a dude, right? Because AJ was a baby when he got kidnapped, and he's, well, you know, kids grow up fast, but I bet it was like a year or something, maybe. Yeah, you went a little psycho. It was a mutual love for killing people that eventually brought them together. Yeah, Clem has the look of a face of someone that's like, did I go too far? Was this too much? That actually would explain why, like, retroactively explain why she's slightly less murder happy in Season 4 compared to how I normally played her.
Okay, now, where to?
Over that
Go
guy.
back to Richmond. This whole area is a war zone. Gotta...
Go?
Yeah, we have to go, AJ. This place, we can't stay here. It's not safe. But But it's okay. We're survivors.
No
And
wonder
first rule of
AJ's so
survival
fucked
is
up. Imagine experiencing this as a toddler.
never go alone.
Like, to know, like, your surrogate mom is some fucking psycho that, like, blew up a fort, killed a bunch of people, and attacked a nursery. right. Oh, but we couldn't shoot. Don't forget that. We can't shoot Mike in Season 2 because Clem would never kill an unarmed man.
I'm so sorry for everything. I know where we'll go. We'll go find ourselves a new home together. And I'll never leave you again.
Was it not a good idea to farm a kill an entire group of people? It was worse than that. She blew up a fort. This is Fort McCarroll. She blew up an entire fucking fort. I don't even know how she did this. Did Clem or Han shoot first? Oh, well, technically, okay, in this scenario, Han would have shot first because Clem wouldn't be able to shoot because the game wouldn't let her. But if we're talking pure personality, I don't know if Han would have survived to enter the building.
Gotcha.
What the fuck?
I wish you knew how to talk.
With the amount of times Clem shot guns near baby AJ, he should probably not be able to hear
This
it.
one's kinda long.
Oh yeah, he should absolutely have hearing loss.
Fucking shit. Come on.
I actually missed that, but I'll take it.
All right, girl. I'm gonna go put the spear away. Stay here and keep watch.
AJ, you really should keep spearing. You got 2 fish and you're doing pretty good. If I got 2 fish this quickly... Violet and Minnie. I love how of everyone, it was indirectly Minnie that managed to take Clem out.
Nothing good. Huh.
Survivor.
It's getting kind of cold. I'll bring some sticks and stuff next time. Looks like a bad place to sleep.
That is a way you don't usually see the word replace used. Like, it's not incorrect, to the best of my knowledge, but you don't normally see it used that way. I always assume Clem was like the T-1000 that could only be killed by lava.
I should tell Willie this is here in case we need more bombs. That's a pretty good. Better than the ground.
Oh, man.
V plus M. Violet plus Minnie. She used to be their friend.
Yeah, she is awful.
How can someone just make that go away?
Hell yeah, I didn't miss the end. You did not. Welcome back. Wow, my camera looks fucking blurry. Oh shit!
No. No, no!
Mother showed up. I was thinking about taking his car, but I didn't.
Yes!
Yeah! Rosie!
Good girl!
Clem's hat. It's wet and it smells bad. Put that fucker on! Is that 10? It's 10. Thought it might have been James, but I think it's 10.
Never hesitate. Sorry, Tin. I know. Me too. Let's go home?
That would have been funny if James showed up like, what up, fuck? Oh, I was expecting dead James. I thought it was gonna be dead James. Live James would have been hilarious too. Live James would have changed the whole dynamic of the ending. Mother. That's almost certainly licensed. God damn it. Hey James, I'm Murder Machine 3 now. Everyone else has played the song in their streams, even big YouTubers, so maybe not. Big YouTubers are more willing to deal with bullshit than I am. When we get to the, credits, we'll see what it's... Fuck yeah! Sim's alive! We just fucking tie him there? Why? Just kill the guy! They talk, in this, just a heads up, so you have time to unmute. You can pause anytime, so I imagine the song might end by that point. Hey, Violet. You know what? Good for you, AJ. And it ends like as soon as you get inside. Texas 2. Yes! Texas 2! Also hell to get through. Big Papa's Playhouse. Also, this is like a vaguely country song, so this is fitting for Texas 2. Okay, it's done. Yep, it is.
What you doing there, goofball?
Oh! Boo! Fuck off! Boo!
Easy there.
You're out of bed. You're walking. And you have wood arm legs.
Crutches.
They fucking was. I know. Boo!
I found your hat. It was in the creek down by
That's
the
some
shack.
pussy
I thought
shit.
I wouldn't get it, but Rosie jumped right in and got it out of the water. It's all wet now.
It's definitely seen better days. You know what? You keep it if you want it.
Clem, nobody wants it. Clem.
I'll put it in our room.
Yeah.
I have a surprise for you, too.
I also would not wear that.
I want to show you something.
A lot of murder happened in that hat. Some good murder, some bad murder. Did I ever tell you the time I killed my friend Kenny for literally no reason? He just kind of let it happen.
What do you think?
By this logic, shouldn't Lee have survived? Lee should have survived,
Yep.
yes.
Willie helped me put it together.
Lee shouldn't have gotten bit anyway. Lee got bit out of pure
Come on,
contrivance.
let me
At
push
least
you.
Clem's bite was believable. It has been established that if you cut the arm off in enough time, you don't turn. But Lee got his arm. Lee got his arm bit cut off like quicker than the others, so it never really made much sense.
This is fun. I love today.
Me too. It's good to see you smile.
Food's ready, everyone! Come and get it!
Clem was looking pretty zombie today too.
You're the
Seems like
best
Lee
one.
got his arm cut off faster than Clem did. He did, yeah.
It's gonna get cold.
Come on, let's go eat.
It has been established if you cut it off fast enough, but it's like a major issue with the series is the sheer lack of consistency. No regrets. Contrary to probably what most other people have actually said, aww, it looks like they're together. Oh, that's cute. That's a good end to that arc that barely existed. Contrary to what I'm sure most other people say, I actually think Clem being alive ruins the ending. Oh yeah, of course Violet's alive. I don't think Violet was in much danger. If, well, yeah, I mean, if we hadn't shot Ted. How hard must it be to eat for Lewis right now? Because the tongue, well, I guess the saliva glands aren't necessarily under the tongue, but it is useful in eating. And this man cannot taste.
Ruby, that's gross. I learned from the best, little guy.
I don't care about Clem's dying, just don't hurt Violet.
Seconds, please.
Already? You even taste that?
Taste jokes are offensive to Lewis. Like the art I remember being thrown around a lot when this was coming out. They had art of AJ and Clem and AJ and Lee and Clem. We'll look at a tie for all I care. I
Idiot.
am okay with Lily. There is not a single goddamn person who played this game who gave a shit about Omar. There is not a single... I'm sure everyone on this table has some kind of fan except for fucking Omar. I'd rather
that's
have
the
Mitch
spot.
over Willie.
As soon as
I
exact
wasn't a
time,
big
it's
Mitch
gonna
fan.
happen, a little bit
I
past the
didn't
old
particularly
safe
care about
I
either of
want
them.
you to go.
zone. You're the boss.
We need to know who they are. Maybe even see if they're willing to trade. Just
You don't
keep
even
your
remember Omar.
distance until we make a
Exactly.
call.
Who are?
A group of survivors out beyond the old safe zone. Some kind of caravan.
Are they bad people?
I don't know. That's why it's called a scouting mission.
How about you back me up, and we'll find that out together. Word on the street is you're a good running buddy. Best. Sending Violet's smart. She knows what she's doing. Back at you, kid. That's why I want you to come with.
It made me feel a lot
Mitch
better
does
if
make
you went.
bombs, yeah. But Mitch's bombs were dicey. Willie
Don't sleep.
made the bomb that blew up the boat. If anything, Willie has a much better success rate for bomb making. This came up when you looked up Omar Walking Dead? Oh god, what is this? I'm gonna show that. I don't know where this has come from. Fucking show that. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe one person likes Omar. Mitch did teach Willie, but Willie surpassed Mitch. That's the important part.
You okay?
Just getting
Big
tired.
chat, Omar.
Hey, walk with me a sec.
Okay, I'm wrong. There is a singular Omar fan. I wouldn't have even known Omar's name if they didn't say it in this very episode. Yes, like Anakin and Obi-Wan. Perfect. I'm pissed about the leg thing.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
It's okay. I stare at it too. If it was just you and me alone out there, and I was like this, I don't know if I'd make it 2 weeks. I'm gonna need these to go anywhere. And if we ever had to run,
So, we basically entered into a
it
sort
wouldn't
of...
be pretty.
At least you didn't lose a hand. You can still shoot a gun.
I can. And maybe I'll get good again someday, after a lot of practice.
I don't fully understand why there's like this
Oh,
new
thanks.
dialogue window system.
It's worth it.
Remember when Clem didn't even
All
want to
those
touch AJ?
times you would ask me if
Yes.
I'd find a home. All I could ever tell you
What
was...
if we made Clem a
"We'll
wooden
see."
leg? I think she has one in
Face
the
would fall
comic,
every single time.
It's better
but
than
most
saying
fans
yes
disowned
and
that
lying
comic
to me.
immediately.
And that's what I told
They call it
myself.
Tangerine, so...
But you want to know something I didn't tell you? I never had a plan. I never knew where we were going. I never knew anything. I just fought and fought and fought and hoped you didn't notice. Hoped we'd find something before you did. Did I do a good job?
Wow, that is the most genuine she sounded.
Of course course you did. What are you crazy?
Maybe a little.
Well,
That was like
something I
season 1 Clem for a second.
When we were in the barn, you didn't listen to me. And if you had, I'd be dead. I was right to trust you, back in the cave. To make the hard calls, even when I couldn't. You'll have to be strong for the both of us.
You made it so I can. So, thank you. For everything.
You're welcome for everything.
I do get that it's a feel-good ending, and that scene was good. I'll give you that. But I do think I'd have preferred if Clem hadn't made it at the end. I feel like that would have been, like, more poetic. Like, you could make an argument, and I will defend this, to say that you could view The Walking Dead, the 4 seasons, as sort of the journey of Clem, like Clementine, and like basically Lee's journey to protect a little girl, and then at the end she finds a place she could call home. Like, if you view it through the lens that the 4 seasons are Clementine's story, you could redeem the ending, which is okay. Like, if you think of it like this is the story of, this is the credits. Did Clem's voice actor in Telltale's Wolf Among Us? Fun fact. Who'd she play in Wolf Among Us? But yeah, if you... I hope these aren't dynamic credits, or I'm not going to be able to review this game properly.
Okay, in you go.
You now place your collectibles in your room. Oh boy, do I not care about that.
That looks like it tastes bad.
Yeah, like if you view the whole seasons as Clementine's story, I guess the ending makes sense. And not like necessarily as like a Walking Dead kind of thing.
I wonder who you used to be.
It's Lee's skull. We're confirming it. I know that doesn't make sense, but don't think about it.
I don't know how this works. This seems like really hard drawing. I'll ask Clem later.
Yeah, that is how I would describe an exorcist. All people Clem murdered, seeing her abandoned. Especially that lady at the orphanage. Or the lady at the ranch, the lady at the nursery, being like, fucking that bitch. He voiced a Beauty from Beauty and the Beast. Oh, okay.
I wonder if you're hungry. For bugs. You're so cool, Disco Broccoli.
So cool.
Like, the coolest.
You imagine if Clem was like Sawyer family in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just Holly Lee's corpse around with her. Or the guy from Walking Dead Season 1 also did that.
Hey there, Alvin Jr. You ready to rock?
So, I think we did get almost all of the collectibles,
Never
except
gonna
for the
die,
Season 1 ones. I almost did it. And I'm a little disappointed I didn't. I didn't realize this scene would be in here.
It's so cool looking. I wonder if it has magic powers.
It doesn't. The only magic is zombies. They added a little sound effect to that. That's cute. Excuse me. No, I stand corrected. It's your moment of shame.
It's too bad he won't be able to draw another one. I hope you have extra crayons wherever you are, Tin.
They have crayons in heaven. Let's be honest, Ten is the only character in the entire series that is going to heaven.
You know what? I'm a great artist. You hear me, Rosie? Oh, great.
The list of characters that are going to heaven is Ten, Carly, Duck, Pacha. I'm Al. No, Alvin. Alvin was an angel. Now I'm out. You know what? Sarah. I almost forgot about Sarah. Thank you for playing. Aw, what a nice ending. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling mixed. Mariana. Who the fuck is Mariana? Oh, the little girl. Yes. No, actually, yeah, that's a good point. No, you have a point there. I forgot about Mariana. I will say to... I'm going to mute this just in case. I will say to the point of Mariana, she didn't do anything except get shot, that the teenage son, actually, he's a dickhead. Yes. But, like, being a dickhead... like, he doesn't do anything bad, I don't think, throughout the entire time. In fact, he's pretty selfless. He actually encourages Javier to pick Clementine over him. So, I don't remember Teenage Son, but Teenage Son is a bit of an angel, too. Let's see. You left Lewis feeling shaken. Lewis felt discouraged when you chose to spend time with Violet instead of him. He was traumatized after his capture. Ten's death has left him feeling devastated. Hey, you know what? Fair. Lily is dead. Lily thought she might have been able to sway you to her cause. She came to realize AJ's potential as a soldier. Lily was fucking stupid. Lily died. I love how everyone is red because I don't have a positive relationship with anyone. I love how, like, the breakdown of how the characters feel does not in any way match their disposition at the end of the game. Violet was touched when you described her as a close friend. She felt vengeful after she watched the Raiders take Lewis. Violet felt understood after you expressed sympathy about her reason for coming to Erickson. She was grief-stricken about 10. James, weirdly enough, ended on decent terms with James, which is a miracle. Because I went full murder hobo. James was thankful you respected his beliefs and spared the walkers. James was disenchanted that you didn't see there are more to walkers. James hoped you would listen to his concerns about AJ. 10 was sad you wouldn't let him draw you into his picture of the afterlife. He was bitter when you called Marlon a coward. 10 felt hopeful after sharing his belief the walker age will end. 10 fucking... You don't get James's mask. I bet you can only get James's mask if he dies. What Clem taught me. The first thing you do when you enter a new place is to find the easiest way out. That's just fucking advice to live for. Never hesitate. When you have to apologize, be as honest as you can, even if it's really hard. James can shit on Clem's teachings all the time, all that he wants. These are pretty good lessons. Eat real slow or you might accidentally burp or fart real bad, or choke. Yes. It's not nice to take other people's stuff. Hell, look. You can't argue with it. I'm a pretty good mom. If people try to steal from you, it's okay to try and kill them. I'm the best mom. I love how that was immediately the next thing. Sleeping in a bed is way better than sleeping on the ground. Trust me. Not wrong. I was wrong to kill Marlon because he wasn't a threat when I shot him. But Lily wasn't a threat when I shot her, and that was okay. It gets confused. Lily was always a threat, AJ. If you have to atone If you have to atone something, it's hard, but people will forgive you. That's not the best lesson, but it's okay. You're like 6. Whenever you're scared, just try to push through it. That's good. That's good advice. Some of this is good advice. The monsters won't be here forever. I taught you that? I did not teach you that. Sometimes torturing people is okay, I guess. Yes, yep, fine. Doctors can help you with your trauma, but I think they're all dead. I think that's accurate. There's no such thing as a monster self. That is a very important lesson that 10 refuse to listen. If your grandma's dying, stop watching cartoons. Yes. Yes. What a great answer. Growing up too fast can make you seem scary, but people still have to trust you to make the hard calls. And the hard calls are always unfair. Now that is true. Your choices. I don't even know how to interpret these. I guess just look at this. One of these things is not like the others. Can I play the credits again? Okay, we're going to play the credits again. We're going to do a season 4 credit so I can... Okay! The Walking Dead, the final season. God, what to say about this? They clearly changed up how the gameplay worked in this one. And it's not for the best. I have to say New Frontier definitely played the best. It's very bad at leading the camera to certain angles, and it's not... They're very bad at leading cameras to certain angles throughout the whole season, honestly. You remember that foot thing that happened earlier? It's like... And sometimes they'll, like, lock your cameras into, like, specific angles. I think they do it to try and make it more cinematic, but it just makes it feel fucking terrible. The like button prompts, they get fancy with it. Like, the ideal way to do a QuickTime event is to just shove it either in the middle of the screen or in the same corner every time. Don't get fancy. Don't put it dynamically in the screen. You think it enhances the gameplay, but when you die because you don't see the prompt, you're not enhancing anything. You're just making it feel like fucking trash. Like... the idea of like a dynamic QuickTime event where it like places itself in the screen perfectly is great only if it's done very well, and it is almost certainly not going to be done very well. It's really is just better just to have a consistent QuickTime event. Place it all together, all 4 buttons, have them light up, or have just a singular button appear on the screen, have it be consistent, have it be bold, have it stand out. This game doesn't do any of that, but I believe New Frontier did, which is why New Frontier played better in that angle too. Obviously, you can't replay parts of episodes in this, which you could do in New Frontier. I had to fucking struggle to get this one to work a little bit. I had to fucking play with it. The mixing at the final episode is fucking terrible, but that's only a final episode issue. The soundtrack is okay. The sounds are fine. The voice actors did all right. Clem's voice actor really killed it in that final scene. Let's talk storyline. I would have liked to see a few more options about trying to leave. The game kind of pigeonholes you into wanting to stay in the base itself, into the school itself. And it feels a little railroady. I'm okay if it ends up with everyone staying at the school. That's fine. I would have liked a little more away from the school. Bringing Lily back is great. I know... especially that you get a killer. I know that you can not kill her and you can fail to kill her. I've seen the scene where you're trying to shoot her. They should just let you fucking shoot her. Especially because this is the final season. There was no reason to keep Lily alive. They like, some of the choice. I feel like we threaded the needle between the best choices and the worst choices. There might have been like some minor improvements we could have made, but from what I have seen from other parts of this game can get real fucking stupid. If you like botch up your decisions. Minerva coming up on the screen. Minerva is an interesting character. It's weird to think that she's the one that almost took out Clementine, but Clementine survived anyway, which I guess we'll get to. She is an interesting example of how, like, Stockholm Syndrome and indoctrination can affect a person's mind. And she shares similar ideals to Tennessee, who also died for similar reasons as to why she died, with the idea of, like, being united as, like, the monster self. And that's interestingly contrasted with a very similar view of James, because like, their idea is, like, they're gonna die and go to heaven, whereas James is like, oh, you're trapped in your walker form. And it's, like, these, like, fucking, like, Tetra square, like a relationship between the characters and their viewpoints, especially when you add in, you can agree with James, but especially if you add in, like, Clem having a sort of, like, cynical, almost realistic view where it's like, no, you're fucking dead and they're monsters. That's it. End story, right? So there's some interesting dichotomies, some great symbolism in the final episode. The final episode was weirdly well written, except for Clem coming back alive. Like I said, if you interpret the whole series as, like, Clementine's story, then this is a great ending to the show. Like, the great ending to the games. But you would have to also include, if The Walking Dead as a whole is Clementine's story, that means New Frontier and Season 1 also have to be Clementine's story. And it kind of undermines itself with your ability to, like, change in and out of AJ at the end, because that makes it partially AJ's story also. If we're, like, talking about, like, just, like, a gameplay. Like, if you view it narratively as Clementine's story, sure, but it's very undercut with, like, previous actions, and it doesn't, like, come together very well. So it kind of leans away from the idea of being the story of Clementine to being more a story about, like, the overall Walking Dead. The Great Chief God Omar, it kind of, like, leans away from being the story of Clementine to being the story of, like, The Walking Dead and the characters we specifically have, which is fine, but then it does mean that Murder Machine 3 is not. What it does mean is that the ending would have been better served with the death of Clementine at the end to tie it back in poetically to The Walking Dead Season 1. There's no real way to make this square peg fit in this round hole, is what I'm saying. Like, either it's the story of Clementine, and then New Frontier and, like, Season 1 are just, like, awkward entries, or it's the story of The Walking Dead, and then Clementine being alive at the end kind of undermines a potential, like, poetic aspect to it. I mean, it's an okay ending. It's a nice ending. It's good to see her happy and all that, and the ending scene isn't terrible. It definitely is an aha moment, though, because it switches into AJ and who AJ's become over the course of your decisions, and then it changes to, like, the new dialogue options, which is fucking terrible, by the way. It looks like shit and it plays like shit. They should have just kept with the dialogue wheel, even if you control AJ. But but they clearly, like, have the pan in to be like, surprise, Clementine's alive, which of course doesn't make any, like, narrative or consistent sense anyway. So yeah, the ending kind of undermines it. But if we're talking about the overall story of, like, AJ and Clem on the road, they get picked up by the kids, which we have seen from the previous, from Season 3, that if you get a group of people together, like-minded, competent, willing to work together and do what they have to without being actively malicious and, like, straight up evil New Frontier, you could have a functioning society. And that is kind of reflected in how in how the school functions. Like, no one is, except for Clementine and possibly AJ, no one is like straight up evil at the school. They work together. They're willing to, they imply at the end with the caravan that they're willing to work with other people. As long as you don't come at them, they don't come at you. But they've also, if you notice at the end, they have like the watches and they have like walls situated. Like, they have militarized their compound, which is very similar to the season 3 facility, like the season 3 town. And it's pretty, honestly, it is, it does create a good story of how The Walking Dead goes. And you also, it's kind of nice to see like AJ sort of like grow and shape and move, and you see it come into his own. Like, there's a lot to like about the final season. There really is a lot to like about the final season. I think Lily was a great choice as a final antagonist. I know the idea is that Lily was supposed to be a character that actually showed up in the comics and in the show, but they ended up retconning that because they ended up doing a prologue reveal for the character of Lily from the show/comic, whose backstory conflicts with our Lily. So bringing her back as now a disposable villain is great. I would have loved to kill Mike and Arvo. That would have been delightful as well. But who knows? There are hints of a season 5. I'm not promising anything with season 5. Don't get your hopes up. But yeah, it's not bad. I liked the characters in this one. This seems like a group, especially with the death of Ten. With the death of Ten and Marlon, this seems like a group that could function, that could work together, and could survive in this world. And I think Clem's journey of like trying to find a place where she could belong in this post-apocalypse, I think that all like really ties in well together in this finale, where she does finally find a place, but also the idea of like trying to get AJ to safety, which was explored in New Frontier, coming back in the end of this, where AJ is as safe as you can be at this point. And it is sort of being trusted as a member of the group now. There's probably, as far as like, if we read into the characters according to the ending, their feelings, there's probably like some arm's length apprehension about Clementine and AJ still, but they are trusted to lead because they've kind of like assumed, yeah, they're the worst of us. They're like the worst people here. They're fucking murder machines, but like, they're smart murder machines, and we kind of need them. And it's interesting because like Clementine cannot leave the group anymore because now she doesn't have a leg. She actually requires a group. So it forces her to literally stay, sort of being like symbolic. Like, she is grounded now. She is incapable of moving. And also acts as a sort of like a conclusion, I guess. To how the story works. I also think it's the same side that Lee got bit on, maybe? No, maybe not. No, I don't know. Don't hold me to that. That might be wrong. That might be wrong. But yeah, it acts as a bit of symbolism for like how Clementine is grounded now, and also acts as an excuse for her to form a sort of symbiotic relationship with the group. Clementine can no longer just leave and go on a murder rampage somewhere else, blowing up other people's nurseries. Now she has to stay here because she is relying on a group, but she is using her skills to help hone and sharpen the group. And it creates this sort of like symbiosis, which is kind of interesting. As for how this plays as the final season of The Walking Dead, I think it like leads to a narrative conclusion. I'm not sure if there's anything we can talk about as far as like I'm not sure there's a message to be pulled away from Walking Dead. I don't think it comes together to create some sort of like conclusion, but it does come together to create a decent story. This is gonna sound fucking bonkers, but this is, I think, my favorite season of Walking Dead. I know this sounds crazy, that I liked it better every season. To be fair, season 2, I only enjoyed slightly more than season 1, and that was just because I realized that after replaying season 1 is super, super annoying. Season 1 was held back mostly by gameplay. But season 3 was really good. And was definitely better than Season 2, because Season 2 had a very low bar, realistically. But I think I actually do like Final Season even better than Season 3. I am very happy to be fucking done. And I will probably never play these games again. But I, at the very least, am glad we went on this journey together. And I am satisfied that we got through before spooky, scary horror month. She just needs a rifle and she'll be back at her foot. Yes. All right, so are we going to add this shit to... Are we going to add this shit to our favorites list? Here we go. Where are we putting this bastard? Walking Dead, the final season. All right. Everyone's favorite part. All right, easiest thing I think we can do is try and find wherever I put season 2. Season 2 I put around here. It's better than season 2. Is it better than Doki Doki Literature Club? I'd say so. Is it better than Dark Souls? Maybe. Better than Resident Evil 3? Better than God of War? It's not better than God of War. It's not better than God of War, no. I don't think I'd put it over Dark Souls. I don't. So the question is it better than Doki Doki Literature Club? It plays like complete fucking garbage. It does. Doki Doki plays a lot better. It's... You know what? I think... Here's the thing. This is going to sound a little cheap, but you know what they say. Familiarity breeds affection, right? I think I will put it here. Well, let's see here. Probably. Yeah, well, you know what? Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I could see it over Dark Souls, too. No. I might be able to put it here, over Doki Doki Literature Club. Of course Doki Doki plays better. It's a fucking... Alright, you can't tell me that these aren't just basically visual novels. You can't tell me these aren't just basic. Doki Doki Literature Club also uses a sort of like a meta narrative where you have to like navigate and delete text files. Like there's more to just clicking than Doki Doki. But I think I will put it over Doki Doki. But here's, I think, my reasoning is familiarity breeds affection, and I think the idea is that like because all of the seasons led up to this, I think it kind of just gets like bonus points. Just for like just for being the conclusion to the story. Like if you can get a good ending to your story, which Doki Doki did have, don't get me wrong, Doki Doki does have their visual novels with shitty QuickTime events. Exactly. Doki Doki had a good ending, but I think the reason I'm gonna put final season over Doki Doki, not as shitty as Heavy Rain's QTs. I actually don't think Heavy Rain's QTs are all that bad. I think like moving in Heavy Rain sucks though. But the reason I'm doing it is because this is like the conclusion of the series, and I'm saying bonus points, but I think the reason I enjoy it more is simply because you know the characters. There's less to establish, so you get to see how the characters grow, and you get to see as they develop. So it manages to like borrow from previous experiences and previous entries, and build off of that. Whereas Doki Doki had to like build up just by itself. Like if you think of Doki Doki Literature Club as like a pretty house, then like Walking Dead final season is a slightly shittier house, but like built higher because there's like 3 other levels of house underneath it. Like I think that's kind of my feelings. It's like it managed. If we're talking about like overall, like straight up, like this does this and this does that. Like if Walking Dead final season, let me clarify because I'm struggling to get this point across. If Walking Dead the final season was the first season of Walking Dead, there were no previous seasons, and this season had to be used to establish the characters of Clementine and Lily and AJ, and then you compare that to Doki Doki Literature Club, which also had to establish like Monica and Sayori and Yuri. Obviously Doki Doki would come on top. but because the foundation has previously been laid, the final season lets you develop the characters and the plot lines from previous entries in a way to reach heights that Doki Doki could not in one entry. I'm not saying one entry couldn't get you further. I'm saying in this specific case, I don't think it did. I think there are hints that a Doki Doki Literature Club 2 could be coming. There is a decent chance that if they don't fuck up the writing of that game, a Doki Doki 2 could easily pass Walking Dead final season, assuming it utilizes like the same characters or themes from the previous entries. There's a reason like higher number entries before like franchise fatigue start to set in tend to get rated pretty decently, as long as they don't like change staff members. So yeah, Walking Dead final season gets there by development because it had the luxury of not needing to establish it, basically. Like, it cheated, almost. But I don't want to say, like, bonus points, because that makes it sound like just having a higher number makes it your game better, and that is not true. So, there you go. I feel like I explained myself there. But yeah, with that, we're going to put Walking Dead final season in slot 41. And coming into horror month. Coming into horror month, we have Giraffe Blowjob, Resident Evil 6. We are going to be looking at 051. We are going to be looking at Fatal Frame 4, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. We're going to be looking into trying to play that. I should be able to get it running. I've run some tests. I'm mostly worried about the motion controls. From Soft Game, we're going to be going into Kuon, which I believe has 2 routes, so we're going to have to do both routes of that. And a Souls game will, of course, be Tormented Souls. So that is going to be a fun time. Look forward to Horror Game Month. It might bleed out of October, and if that's the case, I'm fine with that. But yeah, hopefully everyone had a good time. I'm glad to finally... Oh, and then once Horror Game Month is over, we will be heading into John's viewer request of Mega Man Battle Network. There's 3 routes in Kuon? Delightful. I think there's 3 routes in Resident Evil, isn't there? So we're going to be doing this forever. And then Assassin's Creed and KOTOR, which, fucking thank God, we'll be able to... I feel once we get here, things are going to start picking up. But I'm a little worried about the Saints Row the Third playthrough because music is a big part of that game, and there won't be any music. So that'll be fucking fun. But anyway, yeah, hopefully y'all had a good time. I will be seeing you all soon with Resident Evil 6. Hope you had a good time. I did. And I have been Sacrobolic, your envoy of hope. Thanks for joining the crew. We're not called the crew, but I don't have a name for us, Damon. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Had a full house tonight. Bye-bye.